In today's video, we're doing it at the beach. Hope in the Dark is being done at the beach. Why? Because this is the one place that I found sanity when I was going through my dark times. Let me move you over here so the sun is not burning me. This is the one place that I found sanity. This is the one place that I got to exercise and I had control over. You have to find your safe haven. Find some place that you can exercise or go for long walks. Because listen, as much as your situation might not be the best right now, you can choose what your body situation, your body, this body that you are in, you can choose the situation that you want that to be in. You can choose not to drink the soda and drink water. You can choose not to eat the burger but eat fish. You can choose. So the first thing that you can really take control of is your health. Take control of your health. Make sure that you do that for yourself. It's going to make you feel a lot better about yourself. It's going to be hard. Nothing good in life is easy. Listen, it's going to be difficult, but I mean, a little stroll. I go to the beach. You might not have a beach. Walk around a mall. You probably live in an area that have big malls, but do something for yourself, because I mean, if you don't take care of you, who will, right? Now, next thing, the people that you surround yourself with. If you are right now in a situation where it's a lot of toxic people around you, well, it's time to really minimize the conversation with those people and find yourself in conversation with people that will move you forward. Now, you might ask me, but yeah, it's people say that online all the time. Listen, I had this. People say that online all the time. You will hear them say, yeah, find a different group of people. Well, how do I do that when I live here or there or whatever, and these people live right up? I found my people online. Listen, the internet is a beautiful place. It can be a beautiful place. I mean, it brings us all different types of information now. People can't hide information from us like how they were able to hide information from us before. And I found some amazing friends online. I put myself out there. I went to networking meetings. I interacted in groups, and I made friends with people, actual friends, like real good friends. And the conversations that I have with them is amazing. And now, I mean, it was a really hard transition. It was really scary at the beginning, but it was an exciting process, and I love it. I love meeting people. And that was another thing that gave me hope in my dark space, because these different strangers, as I call them, because I met them online, these different strangers, they help to motivate me. They not only motivated me, sorry, I have somebody passing me, right? They not only motivated me, but they stood by my side through all processes, and they never asked me my business. They never asked me all my personal stuff. They were just there to guide and direct me and show me the way, basically. And I have one lady that I absolutely love, one of my favorites, and she would consistently message me to make sure that I was staying on path. All right, so health, people that you keep in your circle, because if you stay around toxic people, you're going to get more of that. No, let's talk about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And right now you might not be in a place where you feel like if it's ever going to happen. Trust me, I've been there. When you do those two things that I talked about earlier, and you then focus on what it is that you want in your life. Listen, I got a book. I have exercise books at home. Books, I don't know what you call them, but I call them exercise books, which is notebooks that I have at home. And I wrote all my goals. I heard Steve Harvey said one time that he wrote down 300 goals. Didn't get to 300. I didn't even get to 100, and I fulfilled my list. I mean, granted, every year I do add to them. It always changes. It always, advance itself, and I get more and more clear on what I want to do. But I have my goals because, listen, if you get into your car and are you don't know where you're going, you're just gonna stay right there. Right now, you might not be in the best situation. You might be living in a toxic environment, like how I was living in a toxic environment. But I utilize my mind. My mind is what kept my sanity, and not only kept my sanity, but it kept me happy. It brought me to a happy place because I use that imagination process, that daydreaming, as you might call it, to take me where I wanted to be. And that also give me hope in my dark times. I didn't have to know, I didn't need to know how it's going to happen. That's the problem. You don't need to know how it's going to happen. People tell you that all the time, and it is true. I'm living proof. It is true. You don't need to know how it's going to happen. Trust me. And you want to work on that mentality of not knowing how something is going to happen, not having control over every single bit of the steps, because when magical things happen, then it brings this smile, because I'm thinking about all the different magical things that happened to me for the past 2 years. It brings a sort of joy in you that you really appreciate the universe more. You open up your faith more. You have better understanding on how to reach that higher and higher goal, right? Now, another hope in the dark and staying positive, another thing that I also did was I never allowed the people that were telling me, you could go work and do whatever, you can just take this job and take that, and there were jobs that they in their head were beneath them, but I'm the one that has the certificates, right? And if you are in a toxic work environment, go pay for a darn well course to get you into the work environment that you want to be in. Or let's say you want to do like YouTube, you want to do videos, then do like me, turn on your camera, press record, and do that. But whatever it is that you want, that is inside you, that you want to do, know that that is your path. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. You can. I know that it might seem right now like, yeah, right, yeah, right. All these people say all these things. I've been dreaming, I've been doing all this gratitude, I've been doing all these different things, and nothing is happening. Feel alright to let out your frustration, because we all have feelings, we are all human. Feel alright to let out your frustration, but on all your frustration that you're going through, the toxic people that you are forced to live around, the toxic environment that you are forced to be in right now, that you can't get yourself out of, that person or those people put a roof over your head. You currently right now are either watching me on your telephone. Somebody's probably paying for that bill if you're not paying for it. If you're in a job that you want to get out of and it seems so hard and so frustrating, but you have a job. Some people don't have a job. The toxic people, they might be as toxic as they are, but they still provide food for you to eat. And the fact that you don't have to be living on the streets, the fact that you are watching this video, you have a plan, you have Wi-Fi, even if you don't have a plan on your phone, you're using their Wi-Fi in their home, you are still being able to have access to the information that you can plug in your ears if you have headphones to plug in your ears, and you can just zone yourself out and know that everything is for a time. And your time might seem like forever. Listen, I was in a toxic work environment for years. For years. And I never thought that I would get out. And I started to do my classes, and even when I do my classes, I sent out well, not millions, no, don't let me over exaggerate it. I sent out over 170 something in a span of 2 years. I sent out, what you call them now, resumes, right, for jobs. I applied to every single place that I could think of. Not one responded back to me. It was when I got into my field and that I wanted to get into, when I got into that, I was in this type of situation. I was living in a toxic environment with people that didn't think this much about me, and I was exercising every day. I was on my gratitudes every day, and an hour before I got the call for the job that got me in to the space that I'm in now. Well, not exactly in, but yeah, to the career that I'm in now, the job, the people that call me. I was, an hour before that, I said, you know what? I need money to be able to do all the things that I want to do online. Right? So send me money. And that was what I said. Send me money. You know, a job came. You know, it's not the ideal pay that I wanted, but I took it. You know why? Because I was still grateful that I got into the field. I was grateful for my past year. There are certain things that those toxic people, those negative people might do for you. The little things that they do, don't mind that they might do it with a bad mind, as we might think of it. The fact is that they're doing it. Doesn't matter what their mind is. It matters what your mind is. Right? Now, last thing I'm going to touch on is, you might not be in a toxic situation. It might not be all those different things that I mentioned before, but it might be like these fuel prices that are going up and fluctuating and coming down. It's like, you know, I want to just live my life, and we're not out of this whole pandemic thing and all these different expenses that are coming all over the place. Well, my advice for that one is learn to cut back. See what it is that you can do to cut back on. Like, you don't need to go out to the fancy restaurant every single week. You can cook some food. You don't need to go buy fast food every single day. Remember, think about this. Always think about this. You should be your number one priority. This should be second. Don't ever let anything stop you from going after your health, because if you want wealth, you got to have the health first, so you can enjoy the wealth, because you can get the wealth and still don't have health, and then end up in that box, you know, in the ground, or if you get cremated. Well, that's my goal. Anyhow, yeah, that's it for this video. I'm not gonna ramble on anymore. Hopefully my hope and my examples that I give you can help you, and my beautiful view, hopefully that helped you too, because that was my safe haven. And if you want to see, I mean, I did a lot of videos in my first channel, in my first starting of this channel. You'd have seen that I did a lot of my videos when I was transitioning out of my toxic situations. I really did that. Yeah, well, some of them in the early years, and I never showed my face, and I just did the beach because this was my safe haven. Anyhow, that's it for this video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got value, and I want to hear from you in the comments. Where do you go to get out of those toxic situations that, you know, like how the beach, I went to the beach a lot to find my quiet moment, to find my own space. What is your safe haven space that you go? Share it with us, because some people might not know where they can go. I mentioned the beach, the mall, and sitting down in your car. But if you have probably like a park or something, but if you have some place that you go, please share it with us. Let us know, because my situation, my things that I went through is not all that there is to people to go through, but there's what I went through. And if you went through something similar, or you're going through something similar, let's hear from you in the comments, because we're here to help each other. This is what this community is about, helping each other, because we all have goals. We all got to reach those goals, and I want to be a part of those goals. I want to see that I was able to come out of my comfort zone. Come on, this is really uncomfortable, standing on the bloody well beach talking to you on camera, and yeah, it's really uncomfortable. Anyhow, it's not about me here, and I want to hear from you, because I guess they always say, in the discomfort is where the success is. So yeah, anyhow, that's it for me. Bye, and let me give you some lovely views. CPS music.